Of course. Good evening to everybody who are locking in for the Up and Live show. Welcome for another episode, another week. And we're there live again, live in the UK. Remember, the show is sponsored by
The Granaries.
Of course.
Yeah.
And what's happening at the Granaries?
We have games night on a Thursday, Bootylicious Babes on Friday,
Yes.
Magnum Fridays, and a bag of other things happening. So just stick and stay to the various platforms. You don't go over to the. Wanna go to have a good time? Yes.
Of course. And also we're sponsored by Styler London.
Yes.
Yes. So we have to still give them a local plug in. Remember, you can go over there, go check out everything.
Yeah.
And see what I'm going to see it. Up and Live show here. Good. It's a nice little. For some reason, me I hear like my headphone too loud. Me I hear myself like I want to. When I hear it,
It's fine now. I think you've adjusted it. It's the fan in the
I think
background.
it's the fan. Okay, we're good now.
Brett,
Yeah.
you aren't hearing anyone?
No,
Me not hear nobody.
Rick,
not
so-
through this.
I think you need to plug in your headphones. I'm sure that
It is plugged in, bro.
I can hear you speaking.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. You're not
No
hear
worries,
you, but we are hear you. Everything
That's
alright.
the
See,
greatest thing, that's the
That's the
greatest
greatest.
Exactly. So I go on for the man them and the lady. Or the
Boy.
weeks here.
You know, what me do? I didn't go nowhere last weekend, to be honest.
Whether no manners
Yes.
or gallers, I don't know what I'm
You
calling
know,
it.
it was a stay-at-home weekend that weekend, you know. Reflect on life, you know. Certain thing you do in your life, you know. Little bit of growth. Just reflect on things we do over the years. A bit of that. Some of the time, some of that good.
I saw fire then.
Look myself, you know, looking at the mirror and me find hope. Not gonna write a suicide note, brother.
It look like Dragon have one of them week there.
Like an alone in the dark
Yeah.
room.
I'm doing on the arm part. Because myself, you, what I mean. Sometimes you have to hold a look at me and the other two now. Yeah, my side weekend, as usual.
Infinity.
Yeah, Infinity Party over the weekend.
Lawn full.
And also, yeah, the stadium full up,
Big full. But I
it
like
just
it.
shows like,
Unity.
the sound I get
And
a
the
little
support.
bit. A little, yes. I mean, and
Shots fired over there.
nobody no brave, sir. We go up on that ground. That not gonna go on there, sir. Everybody, not gonna go on
And
this. Not that night there. Or maybe our next night.
No,
but
not
not
safe.
sir.
Uno.
No, I know that. I never was about that.
You don't
night.
listen, do you?
It's a part. You know, you see, that's the thing what I don't like with my sound. I mean, I try to change the narrative there. It's just me no want people to just have it as a clash sound. Me hate because you see clash sound not really get in a certain arena, and it's just like you get put in one box around one part and you stay with us like a Christmas.
Clash one of the shooters of the road.
No.
I don't know, only looks so white.
Would look white. No, that may I pre. Uncle I see if you can level up, balance up the lighting
Turn
of
on
place.
with
Cause
that
me look,
toner, man, you know.
look extra white.
Can remember
And yeah.
When I rub it, we
No,
kinda far with it. It was too
when I
hot,
start
you know.
rubbing it, none
Too
you know
hot for
that.
the rubbing.
They want you to put on the filter.
When I see we take off,
Yeah.
when I see we take off
So
the,
do you start the fuckery already. Benny J, tag him over here now, cause I done somebody tonight, you know.
Exactly.
Me gonna done somebody tonight.
Somebody have forgot done tonight, which is
No,
right.
somebody are dead tonight, you know. One way
War
or
is
the
in
other.
the air.
Somebody are got dead. So nobody with the fuckery, you know.
Brett, how was your weekend?
Quiet.
Nice.
You stay in, breads. And me, if it's out and stay home, what go on for you?
Interesting.
Were
No,
you
what
sick?
happened?
No. Friday in the court. I was at work there. Saturday, no, I didn't go down.
You're sick?
He was ill.
No,
Huh?
just sick to my money, though.
Just what?
What I know?
Sick to my money.
Oh,
Let's
sex.
get some crutches.
Yeah, you have company.
Get a box.
You have company, yeah.
That.
All right. All right, I know it's stylish, but it's all right. You realize if all again.
People, I don't mean that, yes, it's word on the street.
Wow.
Bread sort out.
Body.
No. I'm just no way this weekend, to be fair. So that's one of them. But you know, so outside this weekend and going forward
Yeah,
to
but-
the end of the year.
But in other business, you know, we have to shout on some party over the weekend. We go and go. Big up movie star Johnny. Party seller, if you don't know. As I say, I never go out this weekend, but obviously my eyes glued to the screen and social media and see everything what go on. Big up Infinity UK, you know, them year to year Liberal Fair that go on good as well. You know, that was out at Tottenham Leisure Centre. That was actually a good look. And I like how the people I give our party some of them venue there.
Yeah.
The nice venue them, so you can come in one space and you can feel safe. Big up movie star Johnny as well. I see your venue. Absolutely excellent venue. I want some other venue there over South London. I don't know if nobody can recommend somewhere where we can go or we can do a petition thing not work.
You see the venue.
Not in our work. We can, go to somebody.
And say, this is what we want to do.
Picture a little
Yeah.
business. idea. Yeah.
So
And without the stigma around dancehall being added
exactly.
to it.
But you see, even the Infinity Party teach me a whole heap of thing because there is venues that are available for the diaspora
It's
to
just
get,
how
but
to get
it's
it.
not a lot of them, and because they are only allowed a certain amount of events per year. So if you're not in a certain crew or a certain circle, you're not get it. So it is there, but it's just because the lifestyle of our environment, we like it every weekend. There's none like that for you get every single weekend.
So hold on. You say these venues are out there, and there's only a certain amount of event per year. I don't understand that. Hold on, Brett, let me just clear up this. Like, is that venue not a licensed venue allowed to keep party right through the week
Or event
or event to up a certain time or get certain amount of event? What type of license that? Could you elaborate more on that?
Kind of say wrong. Basically, the late finish in attack.
All right, the
The leisure center basically at 2 o'clock, but the late extension
extension
is limited
is
to like 12 a year.
yeah, and then it's open to the whole public, but it's just obviously a 12 months in a year. So if you get one for November, you get one for October. That's just the one extension. You can have any amount of party in there up till 2 o'clock, but obviously that at one time the girl knows a bit for forward out. So 2 o'clock not gonna work.
As I say for we, but for the regular people, 2 o'clock good for them. Like the other set of
But fam,
diaspora. English people.
in that would,
When I say English, but me like black English people.
but you see, this is the thing is that you see the problem with culture is a hard thing to change.
Yeah.
And you see, culturally, we party late. And you see, the only way you can change that unless you change the culture, and that is hard to change. So that not gonna happen. So no matter how you petition and tell people to follow out early, a man knows that even if they are Jamaica and you gotta dance, unless a round robin, we know say you go early and round robin finish early. But if a dance, we know say 1:30, 2 o'clock, that's when people actually normally forward out, because most of the people them who go dance were poor people who have to work some various hours.
Come in, get some
exactly.
rest, shower, come out back.
Exactly.
And as you say, it's the culture of dancehall. It's always a late start, late finish kind of vibe.
And, we are trying to operate into a first world country
with the mentality
of a third world. So it's impossible for work.
So basically, you're trying to say the man them run the dancehall like a go-go club,
like what you mean?
like it's a brothel.
What do you mean?
Morning time business.
No, but that's how it's always been.
No, but obviously you should, what them say, adapt to the environment that we are in. Obviously, we're not in a venue. We see a few brunch keep and them work, them finish early. A lot of people do a lot of early successful party.
Yeah.
Right.
And they keep like, I see numerous promoters do it and pull it off. So why can't some of these what do you call it? Not season promoters, some of these parties.
Transition to
Some
that
of these
kind
promoters
event.
will keep a 1 or 2 party. Why can't you
Party keepers.
try
That
some
as-
of these promotion?
But that
into
is
your
the
brand?
problem. You see, dancehall in the UK, the game has changed where it's no longer promoters, because you don't really have a set up promoter that's actually responsible for parties no more. You have people,
individual
randomly, because a man will just this and say, yo, you know
A
me, I keep
popular
a
person,
dance.
basically.
Popular person.
Or not popular, because we've seen a lot of
Alright.
Exactly.
unpopular people
Alright.
Keep
hosting
success,
events.
yeah.
Let me show you
Yeah.
an example.
I know
of
when
my
the man
dance.
popular and them keep event,
Alright.
go on.
Yeah, they get the popularity then, but
Radam.
All right.
wait.
What are they? When we tell you the difference between party keeper and a promoter. Like for instance, Kim, she always gonna put in effort in everything she do, because she knows say that's something she keep 3-4 times a year. Plus she do bookings.
As
for
well
what
as she does rentals.
So she do promote herself with her product and her event.
But
And like myself and like Lias, what other people keep season event, then put in effort. As I say, a man just want to do a party, they don't really care where it keeps, so they must do it anything or
no,
they don't care.
but then here's the problem. Goods are good and well saying that Kim put in effort, yes, because she's a seasoned promoter. The ordinary person who I just got the event, them some people who are go party, they don't care if a Kim, Shima, or whoever keep
They
a
just want
party.
to know that they're going
They
to an
just know
event.
say one dance out, they say them a go. So you wanna know when they got the person dance when name Shim or whatever, I keep them dance, them now go know say and then one season professional keep it, because they just want to go one party. So here what will happen now, then go one party will pop down and rare it will be judged as a dancehall party, then I go judge it as a non-promoter party, different from a
Yeah,
promoter
because
party.
they're the same people and book on the show. We understand that.
Exactly. So that's the problem.
So Mix just say, yeah, people keep fucking up the venues them, right? But some of the time we have to blame the selector them as well, and the promoters.
Why?
Because
what's-
listen now, we'll get a nice venue, go in there, and them say them no want smoking in there. And you have a selector, I said no smoking inside the venue.
And him spliff the
And
inside
him have ganja spliff in him and you all tell people, no, brother,
I'm tired to say that.
we don't need to cut the fuckery like them say the change have start from you. So in order for you to promote something, you have to actually live it, because you cannot tell me about good life and clean out and your heart dirty. You get what I say? So some of the time we have to reflect on ourselves.
and practice what
Because
you
not
preach.
for the promoter them, I can't tell you this. And them a fuck up not for the venue them, because you know some of the time they don't look on it and say, yo, me I look for next 6 months or a year
No,
time.
there's not.
Them just a try to grab as much as them can get.
Here and now.
And in the process of that, them fuck up a venue or fuck up a world situation, and you know everybody
the
get
replay
fuck
effect.
up in the process.
The other
because
promoters can't use
looking
the
at
venue.
South London now, when you look, you say, we don't even have a little venue where you can keep a little week-to-week party or something
But
like that.
that, but the,
Like, it's not there.
Yeah, it was, and then I mean,
the-
it isn't.
the reason for that, in my view, for dancehall not reach nowhere, is because of the nature of dancehall. We don't like paying. We're not paying tax or event or not. The queen not get the money outside. So see, once the queen or what
Sorry.
or the king, sorry, rest in peace, Her Majesty.
Queen Lizzie.
Anyway,
Well, and
moving on. Well,
What
let me
do you mean
finish.
by them not getting the
Let
tax
me
outside?
finish what I'm saying. All right. See, most of the clubs that
Yeah.
you know, the clubs that were like the mainstream clubs,
Yeah.
the Man City Club, they have, of course, them pay for them bills, lot of different taxes. Because them have to pay PRS and whatever. If a dancehall man now, I go put up a party, a secret location, and a warehouse somewhere. That's not a licensed event.
Right.
So you have no legs to fall back on. But if a club man decides say him I go have him promotion and somebody decide for the police run him on him and shut down him club unnecessarily, him can sue the law.
I'm of insurance.
Because him have insurance, he's paying. So there's some form of revenue going back to HMRC.
And
If the answer no now go back.
some of the comments.
I think those is a council dealt with it, right? And like we see enough of the time, you don't actually go like, oh, we want it to go. Because enough of the time we see them all they can. You have a lot of all have late license. Some of them have license where them can host event up until certain time.
Yeah.
But in truth and fact, when you rent a man venue, because remember, regardless whether this man rented to you or something, from him have the license to operate, him have to pay certain tax or
Amount.
certain thing to the council. They host whatever can host there. So when you go there, you probably don't pay to the council direct, but indirectly you pay, because you pay the man for the venue. Because most people who have them venue there, them don't host event themselves. Them use the venue as venue hire.
Right.
No, but some,
right.
most of the
You don't come like a hotel.
Yeah.
No,
Like
but-
you can
but
go in a
that-
hotel and
Yeah,
rent
but-
them
yeah,
ballroom
but-
Or
for the
you
party.
sublet a room in a house.
And because of their license, you don't have to basically go to the council to say, yeah, do an
Because
event,
they already
because
have
they
it.
already have that.
Yes, but where Rika say, yeah, the place they rent to the venue, they sublet you. That's technically your event is your company, and when your company make money, the venue pay them whatever, but you don't pay nothing. So you must say events that's keeping buildings that me working at. I say for instance, when you keep them event, that whole event itself. They are paying their taxes and
They are paying
them
their
have other
taxes, there's
insurance
books, yeah.
from the bill insurance. So the billing of insurance to the time if you lack off, then your company not to the next insurance
Cover you.
for cover you and over coming at the venue. So even if somebody injured, them get paid from each of our side. If for the billing fault, that covered. If for the event fault, covered. Rika try say when the event done, the person take their money,
and them
go
gone.
home.
Yeah.
There's no insurance card. Them are the sole trader in the establishment. That's the mistake. And like I say, the event, the club keep it, and the club pay them. Them pay the club as money,
A certain
so the club pay for them higher fee whatever them do, and then them take the rest and them not pay none. So that's what I say.
There are two comments that were made by Evolve Media Entertainment. Shout out to the team. It is being said that they don't mind dance hall if another culture is organizing it. It is us that are doing it that they mind, which is us Jamaican, us dancehall
True.
people.
That is true.
continuing and
True.
to say it's sad, but we need to set the promotion to fit their tone to be able to go ahead. They had a personal experience due to the dancehall stigma. So basically,
And it's not even a stigma, it's what happened. Because enough time we get
but because of what happened, because of the events that happened, there is a stigma. So
Exactly.
it
Brother,
Alright.
in
I wanna-
essence,
we
it
have-
is
on this now. Hold
it
on
is a
now.
stigma.
I'm showing a perfect example, right? What Brixton is known for? A Jamaican
Caribbean.
community, right? A Caribbean community.
Yeah.
Me ask you a question. Look in Brixton. Name one Caribbean spot where you can, otherwise from Utananis,
Yeah.
where you can go
With some gun.
and you can go drink some drink and listen to some good music.
There could be a joke.
There's
That's
none.
a joke.
Where can you go?
That's
There's
joke,
none,
there's
but there's a reason for that. Why there's none.
What's
Gentrification.
It's not even a joint.
Oh,
Sometimes
it's been like that for times.
sometimes we not even blame gentrification. We don't have to just start the obvious truth.
what's the
What's
obvious
that?
truth, Rick?
We don't know how to behave ourselves at times.
But white people broke fight just the same.
Exactly,
But
they
different
do.
outcome, though.
But exactly, when a white man broke a fight outside, he more like if a fight and go back in a bar, go buy a next man, you see man him a fight a drink. And they have a drink, and the next week then break up with it. If me and a certain man a catch up in a event,
That is it.
that is it. War gone. Them gone for gunshot start fire. From one shot fire,
That's
it
it.
done.
All right, white people do fire shot at club, but if you check the history and the ratio of happening, it's less than when we have an argument. Even if you fight,
Exactly.
if you have an argument with somebody, they feel like them this in front of people, it not finish. Next week them forward with the same vengeance.
Same thing. Yeah, I'm an
So,
enemy for life.
The thing with it
Basically,
here,
them I say.
with black people, this is even Jamaican, black people over here are older than me, see, for myself. Yeah? We no leg or nothing. I'm like, Alpha 20 years later, the person, if him can't catch a sleeping, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do something.
That's true.
With a white dude there, or a coach, then we probably the same thing, don't get twisted, no? But them now come back to the club, come do it.
Them not.
Yeah.
Them are
catch
these
you out
people
the
that-
road.
Yes.
Exactly. They're
I'm
not.
on the same day of the week, I walk past him.
And
Wait,
then choose
but-
to
but-
fight
but-
when you
but-
see one
but-
dance.
But hold on now. We understand that say we are prone to start shit more than a lot of these other
So we have to accept the
Culture.
consequences as well.
other
No, we're
culture,
not
other
pro- no, we're
segment
not
of
promised
people.
that
Hold on,
shit.
now, hold on, now, birds.
wait.
So in terms of that, but a lot of cause of these things, because if me know say yo, these just like how the metropolitan police certain things, what's happening throughout the city, like a protest for instance.
Yeah.
Why don't they get adequate security? If you say alright, this is an unruly type of party, so me get enough security. If you say yo, in case of anything, would
You're
be
covered.
But
like make the roots management a bit stringent,
Stricter.
a bit stricter for the dancehall event, more than don't tell us say yo no,
You can't have it.
yeah, but then they go back with the same point when we're making the first part. The reason why they won't do that because it's not benefiting them. There's nothing coming from these events towards
The council
the
package.
council, the HMRC or whatever. No money now go to you. The reason.
Wait,
Let
wait,
me-
wait,
They rent
no,
a
no.
space.
Hold
Let-
on.
The space already pay whatever they need to pay the council.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you go into somebody's space, remember when they rent a venue, them tell us, listen, you have to pay X amount of security because when them do risk assessment, them tell us, yo,
Based on the numbers you're
at
expecting.
this amount of security you have to pay for,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. So it don't have nothing to do with paying the council because when you're going into a licensed venue to keep
Yeah.
certain event, you don't actually go to the council and say, I'm going to pay you this, I'm going to pay that. Because the venue already paying the council because the venue is a license to keep that event.
Yeah, but
Alright,
you
what's
see,
it- what
you
I
see,
read
but
now.
well, let me answer your point. You're right when you said the venue already have a license. But did you know that when you're keeping the event, the council have to make the police aware of that they're keeping event and vet
assessment.
everybody were inside there. So if you name Dragon, the Slayer, Dragon All-Star, the baddest man from South, we are shut down every party. If
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a stigma tied to Dragon name that he has a certain demographic that people
Can't
are going
keep
to fight,
it.
the party done right.
And we've seen it on several occasions.
Alright.
Many events that we've been booked on,
Yeah.
events that we said that oh yes, let's go to this event. It doesn't happen. Our police approaches the promoters because certain people's names are on the bill. We've seen it. We've been around people who have had this experience.
Exactly.
We've seen it. The promoters themselves get checked by the police. The DJs themselves get checked by the police, and some of the artists themselves get checked by the police.
I need
So,
people-
it's not.
All right, from my experience of it here, first hand, I know the people are going to car. No one knows who's coming to a party. Them are risk you by the person who you book because they don't know what. 9 or 10 times when you hear dancehall, them think Sean Paul and Shaggy and the commercial people,
Yeah,
the
commercial
people
artists.
more book just not give a crap. They might do a business them a run. But when them send out say they might do an event what is not theirs. So no, that's the difference with owning a venue and doing an event that's not the club venue. Now if you send off the 7 hour we want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have it yourself. Them send it off with your name and your information. Because you know what? Dragon, him keep a party last 2 years and that happened. We now give him. Or, because the council do not refuse the application. Them give it to you and them give the police 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For
For
say yes or no. If the police say yes or no by 2 weeks, them can't stop it.
The police won't even say no.
Or
But
them give a strong
Advise you not to.
No,
host the
no,
event.
they can say no. But
they can say no
if them not
about
want to, then
extreme
get-
key, but they have to give you a
Yes,
reason
reason.
why
Yes.
they say no.
And-
There's a way around it, you know.
Yeah, but you may say this, yeah.
Teach them the way.
The point is this, yeah, what we are saying, Dragon, yeah. You see when time wireless keep every year.
Yeah.
Every year foolishness going
But
on.
that's
Yep.
but
But
the,
it's different wireless when it's done. You see the same park where them use, them pay about the cones for grow out the grass, fix about the tree, the fence, with compensation on top, and then pay for the park. So the council is benefiting from the event, and they make people from job center work there.
So hold on.
Let me
Can I
ask you
ask a
because,
question?
Like, you are scatter out the whole thing. You talk about a park, you're talking about a club.
No,
a venue.
no,
it's different.
no, just like Brackwell Park.
Brother, you have
Wait,
to
wait,
rent the park from the council.
listen,
You're talking, you just a talk fucker
no,
now.
but no,
Big man
no,
thing.
remember so I say, yeah?
Two different things.
No,
You
I
talk
see-
fuck.
I
Wait,
see-
wait.
It's
Hold
that
on,
now.
hold on,
Hold
hold
on,
on.
At the
hold
same,
on.
no, at the same farm of, renting.
Why
something,
see a
yeah?
farmer renting? When
Dragon,
that's something
Dragon,
where you play
Dragon,
monthly.
hold on,
No,
hold
no.
on.
The club
No,
thing you have to play
no.
monthly.
Excuse me.
You have to
No.
pay for play live music
No.
monthly and certain thing you have to pay
No.
monthly.
Dragon.
What's wrong with you, man?
All right,
Dragon,
let's-
hold on.
No.
Bread making point. Hold
the
on.
Brackwell Park, yeah.
Hold on.
Every them keep them festival in the park, yeah. Them rent it for years, like them black book it for years. They have certain amount of years on the contract, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For this
Yeah,
set
so the
amount.
council is like the club. Them own the park. Yeah, they're making money from it. The club pay a regular fee every time. When you rent the club now, yeah, you subcontract to the club, right? So when you make your money, the club not make nothing more than what you give them. The council not get nothing more than what them get. So when time your event is not priority. So that's why when they say you not paying a tax, if we the rest of a company and say we have to pay tax, right? No other venue that open to it because we have points that we have a business. We don't have a business, we just keep an event.
All right, so that
What-
means
what-
all good. But
hold on,
Dragon.
Let me make a point.
No, you first. Yeah, you first.
Let me make a point.
Yeah.
So let me show you say a fuck reality. Let me just prove it.
Alright, go on.
Flat out, see? Say you have a club license for Monday to Friday, see? That means that within Monday to Friday, you could keep a club night every day of the week. You have a thing, what them call it, you could subcontract, you could get outside promoter to keep part in under your license in your venue, right? You know about that, right?
Yeah.
You know about that, right? So it come about the fact, say, you don't have to pay any more tax because the club is already licensed and paying the tax. When you're talking about the park and the council on the park, you see any money that the people, whoever rent a park paying for, is for the upkeep and any damage was done. Because obviously, you're on grass and certain things, you have to pay for fix back anything with damage. Because the motor they say, yo, this is going to happen, so you have to pay for fix back certain things. It's simple. When you just talk and explain, fuckery.
All right.
Total fuckery.
You
Let me interject in a second. For my work around this whole thing is that for dancehall to move or for dancehall to get any form of like justice, basically we have to use companies and do these events, because when you have companies, there's laws around this. So the police can't just give you any old answer. They have to go
'Cause it's
by
not
the
an individual.
Exactly. But because we're going there as just a random person I do it. But if you have an established business and you say this is my business, up and live business, I keep this event. This business can sue the government or whatever, because all you have to do is just go down the right channels, them pay taxes, them and pay everything. So if you're having an event, all they can do is either sell you. They have to give you a reason why they don't want it to keep.
A very valid reason.
They can't just say you can't keep it. So even what the council do now, they advise you against not keeping the event, and they wait until pretty much last minute and tell you it's not advisable because they're not going to have amount of people, staff to cover it and rare. But really and truly, they can't tell us you can't do it. But if you go against it and do it and anything happen, they're going to say, me did tell you no rare, and then you can't, you're not enough foot to stand up in a court, basically.
And when they rent a place, even if it's a club.
Wrap up that
You-
conversation. Can I get
Hold on. Yeah.
Last 2 points, because we have some other things to
No,
speak
no,
about.
yeah.
And that's why I
No,
stop
no.
drink all long, you know.
No,
Blood
we've
clot.
saying pay license something there, even if you
Yeah.
have a venue, a park or whatever, yeah. You're entitled to enough of the things, you know, where we as per true we not pay for nothing.
Right.
Like ambulance, police, all of them something they entitled to keep certain event. You see me? And the council entitled to give certain stuff as well. You keep an outdoor event or indoor, but some people don't know because what? They are not paying nobody, they're not paying a tax, as we say. So they're not gonna know certain stuff they're entitled to.
I see the person trying to call, but the phone we have is not
Bad man, can you put
conducive.
the phone pan?
It is.
You vibrate.
Yeah, it's on now. It's on now. The
Right.
phone is not
Yeah, all right. Russ,
working
you
properly
want to
for
read
that.
some comment because we don't want people to feel like say we are chat out the thing by ourselves, you know. Remember, everybody have all a reason over here. You know? Remember, you know, a reason, we are reason, you know.
That's like that.
'Cause,
Right.
you know, we are talking about Clash more from this, but read out the comment then.
Basically, the comments are what is happening
Yeah.
with the Clash. That's the comments mostly know are what's happening with the Clash. Is the Clash happening?
Smarty run.
Right, and we will speak about that in a little bit more. People say must answer your phone, Rick, and stop hide.
Who I hide? Me not hide.
Me
You
don't
see me
know
up on
who I
camera. Oh, can I hide?
Okay.
I hide.
But yeah, people are just agreeing with the comments that we've made in regards to the hosting of events. Evolve Media Entertainment, we know the team has had quite a number of experience within hosting events and getting venue and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, I think we need to reach out to them and get some perspective on that angle of, I mean, if there's information that can be shared for other promoters to learn from, how is it that we can go about
Exactly.
booking certain venues, or what is it that we must do or we mustn't do in order to host and execute events. So, I mean, that's a conversation that we can have with Evolve Media Entertainment. Yeah?
We're gonna start about Clash, you know, cause
Let's have a conversation about the Clash.
yeah, when I go on this, so people, you know, all right, quick recap on the Clash. See? So the first week, you know, Ricardo Royal and Prince Hakeem shoot off the first week. I don't know.
Yeah.
That one there start out all right, you know, it done all right. You never pepper pot so much, but you all right. You see me? Never did pepper pot. We don't have to tell the truth.
Right, and the winner of that
them
Clash.
say a Prince Hakeem win. I know people and me say saying now, so
Right.
them say a Prince Hakeem win.
Right.
You see me? I what about people say no, I Ricardo Royal win. Them say a Prince Hakeem win. Remember, I bet my money on Prince Hakeem. Win a piece of food. Boom.
Right.
Second week now, Shanty Force
Versus BNG.
versus BNG. You see me? The whole of North, the whole of South, everybody has a Shanty. Me and Rick over here, you see me, bet again. You see me? BNG come over here, I don't know. If I want cricket bat, I use a beat Shanty or something. Broad, first round. Second round, broad. That kill Shanty will look over here to blood clot.
Why?
I know me a little no man.
Yeah, but I
Your business.
Moving right along.
Yeah. Some people don't know what go on. Yeah. BNG. Yeah. Win that like a clash, you see me?
Right.
So moving on to last week, clash should have gone. I like a family issue go on. Prince Hakeem couldn't make it, you see me? We apologize to the people about that one day. Don't
Yeah.
know. Something outside of his control and our control. I say irrelevant so my time. So my time, I just rather, you see me? Just one of them thing there. This week again, Prince Hakeem can make it. BNG say him can't make it. Bird say BNG I run from a war. Rick say BNG I run to. I'll say BNG I run to blood clot.
Let us be.
BNG! Oh, see, BNG!
No. Let us be
BNG.
specific. Let us be specific.
Them say I run from a
No,
war.
let us
I
be.
saw them say.
Let us be specific. Stop it, mix up. Right. So, so BNG's DJ, which is DJ Kells, which everybody has seen in the various the clash that BNG came
Yeah.
to with Shanty Force.
Yeah.
DJ Kells is not available to forward to the studio tonight because everybody who knows DJ Kells knows that he also runs a radio show on a Tuesday. So unfortunately, the timing isn't available. So yeah, unfortunately, BNG is
So
not
BNG
available tonight.
couldn't mix to come play some song for him.
I don't know.
Mix! You couldn't come play some song for BNG.
So yeah.
And a fuck where I go on with dog.
Right. So the questions are coming into into the comments. All right, fast forward. We fast forwarded to that segment. We've told you what is happening. Miss Legendary is asking, so wait, like how Akeem couldn't make it, shouldn't Beanie G have won by default, or how are we answering that question?
Yeah, the problem with that now.
Right.
It's because previous week, Akeem couldn't make it and Beanie G was available.
Right.
And then this week now, Beanie G can't make it and Akeem available. It's kind of unfair if you say you're going to give it to Akeem. Because
You can't give it to me, you know.
when
You can't give it trophy to me.
when Prince Akeem, when Beanie G was available, Prince Akeem wasn't. So on that note, I don't think, you see, fear would I like to see the clash go on.
Yes.
But honestly, I just think that it drawn out too long now.
And not only that, we have planned. Remember, so we planned the show for the year. So
Exactly.
we there's a schedule that we work with here at the studio and for the Up and Live show.
Yeah, and we're grateful for the participants,
Yeah.
the contestants and the people who join in.
Mix.
Yeah, we're grateful for that, but understanding that the show must go on, and you know, we did want it to finish it,
Yes, we wanted to.
but unfortunately, I think we have to leave it where it is. That's just my suggestion still. I don't know.
Like really and truly, because you know, based on what happened, and it's 2 weeks then, I don't know if next week this a man you say.
Right, if they're available or the same, we don't know what is happening.
It's drawn out and it's getting a bit frustrated, and you know.
And the people who are coming to see, it just looks bad on every front.
Yeah.
Where
No, hold on there. Stop this up.
Now when I talk,
Alright, just
Guys, can we be serious, please?
Alright.
No. Can we
Just-
can we be serious? Let's be serious. On a serious note. I want to laugh, but let's be serious.
world knows.
Let's be serious.
me don't know. Yo,
Dragon.
Dragon.
Let's be serious, please.
further on in the
Right,
news, you
let's
know
be
I
serious.
don't even care.
So Akeem,
But
we
it
said,
looks bad
alright,
every way
see
you
that?
take it.
So Akeem
Akeem
has
said
given
Beanie
the
G
win
would-
to Beanie G. This is why we're having this is why we're sharing the information. You understand? This is why we're sharing the information. We wanted to forward on here so everybody know what going on. We're transparent with everything that is happening. This is the question. How do we do it? Beanie G has won. Prince Akeem has given the win to Beanie, and you can see in the comments. Prince Akeem, big up yourself.
That's
Me not like that something.
Me know.
That's-
We wanted the clash to happen, but the factors that are surrounding it isn't making it possible.
So hold on there. We not me ask it. No man, we not do the dub plate them and the custom one cut.
Then can do our next one.
I don't know. I don't know. We not do it them, you know, cause remember.
We will find a way to incorporate it in our show. Don't worry. We're gonna speak to the artists. We're gonna speak to the DJs. We're gonna incorporate it as a team. We're gonna have a conversation with them and them, and we're gonna sort it out.
This too easy, brother.
Me-
Me like that something.
We know we're gonna sort it out. But before we go any further, I want to give a big shout out to all the participants, to Shanti Force, Ricardo Royal, Prince Akeem, Beanie G. Thank you ever so much for accepting the invitation, for joining us and participating in the clash. I mean, it was entertaining, it was fun. We learned a lot about the man them. Like we learned, I learned a
You
lot
learn
about.
a lot about the man. Them. Me don't want to learn not about no man.
I learned a lot about. I mean, we see other talents pulling out of their craft.
No.
So to
stop,
speak.
Stop.
Me know why. But
Stop.
yeah, shout out
Stop.
to the man them
What
for
are we doing?
participating in the UK Celebrity Clash that we hosted. So yes, do you want to show the trophy?
the trophy is in front of you actually.
No, it's on.
It's
Yes.
that's one on
So
part.
Beanie G has won himself the UK Celebrity Sound Clash trophy
Okay.
that
So
Rick
hold
is
on,
about
hold
to
on,
show.
Hold on. So you basically accept our trophy by default.
Yeah, say
Birds,
the way you man. Birds, go on, where you go, man.
You're sitting right here. Are
Birds,
you not
hold on,
listening
no.
to the conversation?
Our different room in there.
Birds,
Somebody take a bird's phone.
Hold on, birds, hold on. A good thing them get it, cause you know, me see other man win trophy and them thief it. So
No,
Yeah,
so-
no,
so-
Moving right along. Right. So if
You see,
Uncle
it's-
Ivan, can you focus on DJ Rick, please? Because Beanie G's trophy is here, and we also have some participants medals available for Shanti, Ricardo, and Prince Akeem.
Yeah.
So we will have things in on the schedule that we are organizing.
We don't want to do the wrong thing. No, should I add a 3 coffin I put on the first then.
Yo, listen. Yo, pause. Yo, listen, man. Say, yeah. No, I can't.
Brett speak
No,
your
we're
mind.
being-
Brett speak your
Speak your
mind.
mind,
No, I
Brett.
can't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
What's wrong now?
this is just fuckery, blood. Big man thing, like, really and truly, yeah. Last week, Akeem couldn't make it because he couldn't make it. Full stop. We said on the show, say it's gonna be next week.
Right.
Yeah? Everybody knows that it's gonna be this week. Kells couldn't make it, cool. But he's just a DJ. Can you get the next DJ like with tune the same thing again, dog?
You have a valid point there.
This is the old problem I try to say. Everybody love talk about professionalism and this and that. Like say, we are fuck up everything, bro. Like, it don't make no sense because Akeem would have forward last week if him could have forward.
Right.
The man couldn't make it. You make everybody know what going on. And this is like the same night last week we are talking about. Say, yo, next week at the clash.
Right.
So obviously the man say I'm available next week. You could have said the same night and next day, say, you know what, I can't do it because Ray, and then for this and then, that's, you know what, fair play, done. Why we go promote again for this week, forward this week, and the same fuck, and then Akeem does same win because Akeem probably couldn't buy the fucker blood.
Okay.
Because you can't say him win because him no clash Akeem. Akeem no clash him. So they cannot. Me not see nothing like this. So. Me not take no trophy like that.
Right.
Unless a millions me I get.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, Brett's
Yes.
get it off my chest.
Yep. All right
Good.
now. Drink some. Drink some.
Take
rum.
a drink. A big
Drink some
drink.
rum. Right.
But-
So as we said,
Bro,
we're going.
hold on.
No.
But Beanie, y'all say-
No.
Go.
What
If
will
you-
I make Brett
hold on,
reply, man? I want to
But
bump
Beanie,
up like there.
I don't want the if you never available,
Yeah.
it couldn't keep because you are the person everybody has said, oh,
Yeah.
you have a DJ, he's a DJ fair play. But most of my next DJ friend where you can't see your dog,
Me
forward and
agree, 'cause
fill
him
in.
could have lick mix. Could have lick mix.
We say
And
that- say that properly.
he one now, him could have lick mix. Could have
D-
DJ mix.
DJ
And here one
mix.
now. In a real thing, remember, it's just 4 rounds. You have a 10-minute round with the juggling round. Kells could have lined up beside them, make any other DJ play. Or anything where you and him rehearse. Him could have just line them up and give other DJ and say, yo, this is it. Like, I didn't want to see the show go on because
I
like,
wanted to see the
Of course.
execution as
to
well.
be honest,
Joke, bro.
this just kind of left a bitter taste towards
Well,
everything. Like, yeah.
We're gonna, as I
It should
said,
have gone
I mean, like,
better. And like, I didn't like, oh, it end up turn out. And yeah, God no.
I mean, I
Yeah.
get that chance to make up my money, you know. Yo, me
that's
know where,
what, guys.
yeah.
We're gonna talk about it. Make we say, oh, we can fix things, and make we, you know, we're gonna incorporate.
Plate cut and be a
Yeah, because I was very. I was looking forward to tonight and hearing the execution of both
What
artists. and the-
about me 20 pounds on the lose?
we will sort it out, brother.
I mean, I
We'll
try
sort
with
it
my
out.
money, yo.
We
Money in my round
we
with
will
me,
speak to the various participants. Yeah, we'll speak to them. We'll see what we can do. It is what it is at the moment tonight. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the final clash will not be taking place. We're not
So-
going to be responding to any other messages at the moment. We're not going to be responding to anything else because we're just going to be going back and forth, and it's unnecessary. We have other things to talk about. As we said, we're going to speak to the participants and we're going to move on. Yes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
we'll forward back
We'll
on
go
it.
We're
ahead.
gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna sort
Some
things
fun.
because people want to see the clash. I want to see the clash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the clash. Yeah.
But, all right, if you talk about overall performance, to me,
Yes. Let's talk about that.
Beanie G was the surprise at the World Clash to me.
Yes.
Over the whole execution and performance, Beanie G executed the best for
Yeah.
me and the
Yeah.
most
Don't cry
prepared.
about him, sorry. I want to shoot
For
out
me.
last TV.
Who that? Who's inside?
It's a cute thing, sorry.
Don't cry.
Yo, Dragon set with what that's something name?
Oh,
What that slingshot.
Bingy, man.
Bingy.
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 Bingy, right?
right now for the weekend, I hit me apart because you what? No secret and no party can take it from me. It's not a knife, it's not a gun.
It's a
What the
weapon.
bumbuk? What?
Police here with it.
Me can't tell you. You want to Google and see if this is an illegal weapon? Remember, you can buy this
Shoot
in
somebody with
in
it,
any
I swear.
toy shop.
Shoot somebody.
That me I tell you.
Shoot somebody. Police.
Them
with
not
it,
sell
yeah.
weapon to kids.
Oh Jesus. Right. So yeah, what other things we have some topics, I don't know, some really sad
there's-
topics that we heard about over the weekend.
Boy.
There,
Hold on there. Mix, you know you have a pint.
And true.
You know you have a point there.
Him
So.
have a
What
full
him say? What him
pencil.
say? Sark what him say?
And because of free clash, if money involved, you know it wouldn't turn out so. Rick, you see, instead of with that bet the money,
We should not put the money.
you have put the money together.
We should not chew in our pool
You
up.
have fear little
Yeah.
bit of your money, you know.
Just
If we did just pull up the money and say,
Yeah.
yo, listen,
This is the
You
the
know,
reward at the end of the show.
£1,000 over
Yeah.
here for the winner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fix something, man. It's alright.
You're going to do what?
We're gonna fix something for the
Oh,
next one.
I heard something else. Anyways, what were you
Eh.
about to say?
No, I'm saying that I wanted to just shed a little light on the case with the youth from South London.
So,
So it was north.
North
From not-
London.
anyway.
You're speaking about Amelia's son.
Yes.
Right. That's where we were going ahead. You can,
Exactly.
You can
And
speak about it.
I saw the news earlier before my father's studio.
Latest news.
The latest news.
Okay.
And basically the family is still asking for the
Witness.
police to press. No, they're asking for the witness.
Okay.
But also, they're saying that the police that's involved is not even suspended from work or just got suspended and he's not in any form of the not.
Wait, what you
they
talking
haven't
about?
questioned.
Wait.
No,
I
we
think
are
you've
talk-
lost us.
No,
What?
Where
I'm
I
not about shooting.
The
Oh, you're speaking about the shooting.
Oh, shooting, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, the
No,
shooting.
no,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Sorry,
after.
guys.
No,
Let's
what-
let's
yeah, you
clarify.
can't jump the gun. Rick started the conversation and you just jumped the gun into something else.
I'm sorry.
Let's
Sorry, go ahead,
appreciate it.
Sorry.
So
So
this is the shooting after when
That
the
took
police
place.
A couple weeks ago.
shot a couple of weeks ago when
Okay.
the people them not march and the news mix them up for the Queen, them not march the Queen. That's the case I'm talking about. So basically that young man case is still there and the police that is involved in the shooting hasn't been charged or there hasn't been questioned whatsoever. And it's sad to see how the youth died.
yeah.
Even if it's an accident or anything, the family just getting no justice. The family just basically running around brick wall every time they go for answers. And it's just a same case that keep playing back over and over. And you hate to say that it's
Chris Kaba. is
Chris
his
Kaba,
name.
yeah.
Thank you, Miss Legendary.
it's sad to say that you know it's a racist, but obviously it's clear. It's very clear
Priorities.
that this, even though it doesn't matter if somebody have a record or whatever, if the person got shot wrongfully, state the facts. Why is there no facts going on? Why
Why is it being hidden?
everything is being hidden and
Nobody camera, not done.
Because,
nothing at all, no information?
We are a minority, yeah. I'm gonna use a reference to something, and it might be harsh to a lot of people. That little 9-year-old who get shot in Liverpool, yeah. You see, how stringent they was
Her
about
cases.
that case, and
Even
about
up
to
to
find
today.
the shooter
Yeah.
and press charge on somebody.
Even up to today.
With this Chris Kaba thing,
Chris
him
Kaba.
get shot
Yeah.
and him died, and it's like that. Nobody gets suspended. Nobody get this. Nobody get that. You know, if you shoot some unarmed person, you should get suspended. You know,
Pending
Regardless.
investigation.
pending investigation.
Yeah.
Regardless what, get suspended or
Right
something,
or
because
wrong.
obviously, right or wrong, somebody lose their life
Yep.
out of this, and there was unarmed.
Exactly.
Remember, you know,
And them still up on the road.
him and the police never in a physical altercation for them shoot him or nothing like that. Him get shot, unarmed, and dead. So how the hell can you be working? That's why I say, yo, the double standard in this country is real. Remember, you know, we live here and we over here and some of the time we try size up with the white man, but here we know you have a thing you call white privilege, and it's real.
Right.
It's real.
So we're getting some information. Miss Legendary is on top of this. She has just shared that there have been some new updates that have been put out, and it is posted on her cousin's page. I'm going to be going over to it
Yeah,
now.
but I think that's the same information.
Is that the same one?
They're trying to, because I watched it on BBC News this evening, moving forward. They had a press conference where his cousin was out there asking for the Met to basically question the police officer that was involved into it. They haven't even questioned him like an investigator where they question him, cross-question him like a criminal investigation. They just ask him, like, basically, it's just him, police, they ask him what go on. And they just take film side of the story and just hold it as gospel.
Right.
And imagine something like this where there's so much cameras in London, in England, and no record of it.
Rick, hold on. They have recorded it because every gun police wear body camera.
Exactly.
So hold on. There's footage of it, but it's not released to the public. So
They
you
want-
know. We know that there's footage, but when you come onto those footage, you have to get a court order for it to be released to the public. if them cross-examine it and say they're going by their procedure, but some of the time, because you're going by your procedure, you do make mistake. You see something like a gun, you shoot, it's a mistake. If you make a mistake, you should pay the consequence. Because me and you, if we are drive out on the road now, and we say, yo, boy, me glance past something for 1 second and make it down smarty, and we say that's a mistake, we're still going to be prosecuted for manslaughter, right?
Yeah.
So, is the same rule should be applied because there's a law and it applies for everybody, whether police or not.
It doesn't matter who you
You
are.
look like he make a mistake, like say, him say something like a gun and him shoot. Boom. You don't look like, the way you see it, you don't look like him deliberately go for kill the youth.
Right.
Yeah.
He make a mistake like
You make
something like a gun.
mistake
And
happen.
but if you make a mistake, you should
You
pay
should,
for it.
exactly.
That's how life go. If you make mistake, you pay for it because nobody's not perfect.
And the racism is so strong into the case that you can actually see him. When me a forward here, just even since I'm stopping at the shop to buy some drinks. Maybe a slightly sidetrack, but it's kind of in the same topic. And the shop I normally go into, I realize something where the shopkeeper do to me, and it's like it's kind of a racism.
What them follow you?
No, he doesn't follow me. But when him hold a conversation with you, every colored person I realize coming in the shop.
Yeah.
Him hold a conversation with you throughout the whole thing. It's a form of stereotype and racism in a sense. But
Keep you engaged.
yeah, to me, I don't really mind that one because that one's not as obvious. It's not as harsh to me because the way he's doing it, you can tell that he's putting on a front and he's pretend say him know me, which me know him know me because me only pass there when me have forward a radio every Tuesday.
Right.
And he might talk and hold the conversation and you can just tell that it's fake, but he's doing it to protect his business, but in a sense it's a form of stereotype and racism. You even see it in politics where this new prime minister,
Liz Truss.
Liz
Liz Truss. They want some name, Mr. Man.
introduced this new thing where they decided to call it trickle-down economics. How can you give the richest people in the country more money and expect they're gonna hand it down
I'm not gonna do
or
that.
create
They know what
Yeah,
they're
like-
doing.
create new business? It doesn't make any sense.
What the policy or the idea that they have is like, if the rich make more money, the rich are gonna spend more, invest more, then automatically, because they're investing and spending, it's gonna be more job, more opportunity for the poor people to make money. But in truth and fact, because the world,
Hold on.
because the world now is more like an open economic
Market.
and an open market, it don't work like that anymore. So the rich man,
Them just
if
like I get rich.
just see if you make 2 billion this year, him probably spend less than last year. And
Exactly.
big investment them when make, and them I'd realize it. None of them are rich, but they don't understand how rich man work. If a rich man is rich, he won't spend him more money, he rather borrow from the bank.
Exactly.
On top of him already.
A lot of rich people, they normally borrow against their asset and keep their money liquid, because if you will be rich and if you want to stay rich, right? You're not going to make your money tie up in your business then, because
No.
something might happen where you need that liquid cash to
Exactly.
do something. So you want to do a business, you borrow from a bank, get a loan, do the business, so you always have your money in liquid,
It's a-
have assets.
And if your business go down at the bank, money
Yeah,
gone down and
because
everything, so your money always did it.
That don't tie to you, because we as poor people, we don't understand this. Say, yo, when a rich man see a thing, you see enough of them buy G-Wagon and this thing. Remember you have this last say, if you buy a 4-ton vehicle, you get away with a tax cut and
Yeah.
tax grant and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And a rich man buy that vehicle, register it under a company, and that's why
Yeah.
they get away with murder, you see.
'Cause it's
Rich
not-
man, them not care about parking fine, speeding ticket and that, because them care.
It's
and
not to
vehicle
them.
Insure under them company.
Company
So
name.
And they
when
can
it-
write off all that.
when they don't insure to you, for instance, you know you drive for a living, Rick, yeah? So your vehicle insured to you under your name. So if you get a speeding fine, if you cannot provide the information about who is driving the vehicle, you're getting the ticket plus the fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting prosecuted.
Yeah.
When you register under a limited company,
They don't,
only thing you can do is get a fine, because the limited company
Yeah.
is not a person.
it's not a person, it's an
So only
establishment.
thing you could do is get a fine. You could say, unfortunately, I
I
did
don't
not
know who
who
was
was driving the
driving.
vehicle, blah blah
Right.
blah. I think the fine is up to £1,000. So
It's
a
just
lot
a
of
bit
rich
more
people
money, but
doing
it's
that
just
to get away with a lot of things.
And they
like,
can afford it.
yeah. So people they understand, say this trickle down economic when them a do. Like right now, the pound is dirt, because the little thing where when name
Quasi Quarten.
Quasi Quarteng, the little umbre there, I don't know the cast eye umbre. He put in a little thing the other day, seeing, and the tax break them when you try to get rich is like it was $40-something billion in tax break, and it didn't work out, and it make inflation go up, it make the pound weaken automatically the next day, and
the Bank of England have to step in.
Inject 62 billion into
We
the
try
economy.
to show about the pound.
We try sure about the pound, but the pound still don't do nothing. So like we as Jamaican, me what they was saying one bills got Jamaica, 20 grand. I said one two bills 40 grand. Right now I said one bills down there 15 grand.
15.
Because
So right now
It's
you
the-
send one two bills down there 30 grand.
Yeah, the
right now
pound
you got
loses
Jamaica,
weight.
you broke like dog, your money done quick.
doesn't.
So me just showing advice say everything skyrocket. If you as a little man have a property, your mortgage gone up twofold. See? I just say thing go on. We have to pray that as
Yeah.
a young youth, if we aspire to get anything out of anything
Yeah.
in England.
They must say, I feel make more business for we. But I like the business not a problem for we, it's the pay.
Exactly.
It's not the business is opening
It's
up,
the
it's the
pay.
pay. I open 20
True.
million business, and for the same period, what's the point?
It doesn't make no
It doesn't make no
sense.
sense. Nothing now grow for we.
You know,
All
but
that
kind
grow
of
for
like
them.
talk politics. I realize say the Conservative government is up in the north of England doing them yearly conference.
They're having a conference, yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're having their conference. I see like most question them get about the economy and how it's performing. They try to shove off everything on the war in Ukraine. Do you believe, say, the problem that we are having in this country is caused by Russia and their invasion or their special operation that they're doing
Where's
in
of it?
Ukraine?
Part of it, but not
Like how? Like how? Explain that.
because the war. When you talk about like energy and so on, the war have a lot to do with it because Putin have a lot of control on the.
But not on our energy.
Yeah, but some of it because even
And what of it?
no, let
None.
me explain to you, brother. And because it's not directly alright. You see, it's not directly to us, but it has like because he's supplying rest of Europe, and we depend on the business from Europe. Say for instance, the oil we must sell to Spain or whatever. Remember that we're doing business with Spain, so the prices that he's charging that for them is going to reflect on the charges that we pay for goods and services from the rest of the Europe. So it not directly affect us, but it does
Well-
affect us in a way.
Hold on, Rick.
But the question-
When I speak about
Wait,
like
wait.
like oil and natural gas, right?
Yeah.
Russia is providing natural gas to Europe, right?
Mhm.
When speak about oil and them thing there, you have a market standard. They don't pay above the market price. So if Saudi Arabia them sell it for this, that's why Russia sell it for barrel or per unit if it's natural gas. So oil price been steadily going up because a lot of these main oil producing countries
Mhm.
cut back on them production because obviously America use more than them produce, right? Europe use more than they produce. Venezuela, with the largest oil reserve in the world, they're barred from the oil market because of U.S. sanction because
With
they
Russia.
did not believe in the election. Them say in the election down there sham blah blah blah. So them tried to impose a coup for getting somebody. It never work. Them still out of the market, just like Iran. They're out of the free trade world with their oil. So all of these things is self-inflicted because England wanna uphold sanction against Russia, Venezuela, and a lot of these companies. So we here face the consequences of
But
the
they
government
what they
trying
have
to
to do
uphold
is-
sanction. What the US is led. None
Yep.
of these things is American problem, because gas is cheaper in America than England.
Yeah, but England doesn't have any choice some of the time.
Why we don't have any choice?
Because-
you see a lot of these countries like Hungary
All right.
in Europe, they said they're not upholding some of these sanctions. See what they Spain, Italy gonna have a new prime minister,
Yeah.
and them say them decide them not uphold the sanction because they are doing what's best for them country. When India and China step out of this and say, listen, we do what's best for our people. We are buy the oil from Russia because we are getting on a discounted deal.
Yep.
And them say they are fueling Russia war machine, but yet still the amount of oil where them buy for the month, Europe is paying for that per day in natural gas from Russia. Because remember, them never stop buy the natural gas,
They never stop it
Them
because
try
they ca-
sanction other country from buy it from them,
From
but
them,
why
yeah.
still a buy it? That's why I say this thing is self-inflicted. So you can't make we suffer as poor people because we can't pay for electricity if it go up 2 or 3 times. We can't pay for it because our pay don't look a bit already.
Exactly.
And then Russia link with Venezuela now, like them.
Them always link.
No,
just like over them to Cuba.
No, I mean it. Russia have a air base down there now, you know. You know that, right? Them last year when them toured,
They did fly some bomber go down there.
Yeah.
They did fly
yes, so him have a base down
37
there.
bomber down there.
And then him tell Jamaica say them they need a visa for go Russia no more. That's why
Where
Russia.
Rasta fact check that come.
It's facts, bro. Check it. When you need to go Russia no more.
I mean, I want to go over there.
No, but that's not.
buy me
No,
ticket.
but
Why you don't want to go?
Wait.
Russia is a beautiful country. Remember,
I'm not saying it's not
Yeah.
beautiful.
But why you don't want to go to Russia?
Because of because of war. I'm not going to a war-torn city.
What? There's no war in Russia.
Exactly, there's none. But Russia is at war
We do.
with Ukraine.
All right. So as far as Russia is concerned, they're on a special military operation in Ukraine. They're
You
not
can't
at
stay
war
make
with
food
Ukraine.
and tell
As of,
foolishness.
can you want me to answer that?
Yeah. So the
I-
visa thing.
I don't know how credible this source
Yeah.
is. This website is called visalist.io. Don't know from the 5th of September. Jamaican citizens don't need a visa for traveling to Russia. I don't know how credible this
You know,
source
read the news.
is.
That is very good
Because-
because you want to know.
From him travel go down there, him go to Venezuela, then he met him there at Jamaica, innit?
In the guy Jamaica.
Yeah, I
Who
think
think
he did.
No,
I think he did.
boy,
Yes,
He
up
did.
to 90 days in a year.
Yeah, so basically, you need a
And
visa.
this is a
I never know Putin
Visit
got Jamaica because
Russia.org.
I didn't see go to
UK.
Venezuela. So
No,
no, them go down there.
No, they were talking about why Jamaica are linked with Russia. Wagwan. So obviously, him linked with them. Think him got a few more countries in the Caribbean and
Yeah.
South America though. So when that happened now, yeah, they make a deal, and I don't know what deal it was, but they just say we don't need no visa for go there. So for instance, if you want to transit to Russia for go to Jamaica, you know you have to worry about visa.
Yeah, but I would love to visit Moscow one day, you know.
Did I go?
St. Petersburg, you know, some of these places
The
where,
tourists here them.
where we never really go because obviously Russia is the biggest country in the world and there's a lot in the country to see and to do. And if you're living this world and some of the time you need to tune off for these
SSR.
Western media because a lot of things what they portray is lie and you know, if you understand say,
You can go on over there.
hold on, no,
We don't go over this thing.
hold on, no, this conflict in Ukraine, remember? When enough people, when if you try to educate themselves what started, see it? Remember, back in the in the 90s, when they dissolved the USSR, yeah?
USSR.
When they dissolve it, remember them and United Nations and NATO them and America them have this agreement say, all right, we're gonna dissolve it. We put back Germany in, well, we tear down the Berlin Wall, make Germany become one. But NATO not gonna expand one more inch to the east. What did NATO do? NATO do 5 expansion after that, right? So right now, they are trying to encircle Russia. And think about it. Remember America wasn't having it when Russia was putting up a base in Cuba.
yeah, there's
Right?
certain
Yeah,
circle.
because it was close.
They
too
do a
close there.
blockade on the island. So how is it you want to have your missile on the border of Russia? You have base in Poland, Lithuania, all of these countries, right? And they enough of these countries share border with Russia. But them say, no, Ukraine, this is the last trial, we're not having it. So in a sense, if you see something is violating your security of your country, you say, no,
So
we can't have it.
basically, you are in agreement with the war in
And
Russia, in
Not
Ukraine.
saying I'm in agreement say nobody should invade anybody territory.
But he
But
understands
Ukraine is being used as a proxy
by the NATO.
by the NATO and America to mash up Russia in a way because if you realize say in every show you watch,
But that still
them-
not give
them-
him the
them-
right to attack Ukraine.
no Rick, but some of the time you look at America.
Them use
Do
that
everybody ever bring America to justice for
All of what they
invading
do.
Iraq?
You
Iran,
machine man bombing
Afghanistan.
with them
Hold on,
bomb
now.
up.
Anybody, hold on, remember them say over Iraq, him did have weapon of mass destruction. Them go over there and find out. Did they apologize about it? Them fuck up the whole country, right? Do they ever come one time and say they're wrong? How much country America do it to? Anytime they want something, they just go over there and invade something. Remember this, what Russia do know, right? Them say, I feel them security because them and America are lifelong enemy. You don't want your enemy next to you because, let me put it this way. You and Bird's not deal, but me and Bird's are friend. Me and live next door neighbor. And me say, you know what? You look a land between for me and house, you know. Me make Bird's build one house there. You not gonna have that a blood clot cause you and Bird's not deal. You and Bird's not deal, so you all say, no, you're not gonna have it. Before you have it, me and you go war down.
So
Simple as. So that's what it is. So when you look on it that way, you all say, listen, remember the two of them is nuclear power. So if a man come put up film base them right next to your country, him have the capability of first strike to take out your country before you get a chance to shoot a shot. So you look on it and say, nope, that's not gonna happen. You have to look on the bigger picture.
You know what too as well? You have to look on it and say, as we say, the narrative. Every time America want to paint themselves as the hero, everybody's a villain in somebody's story.
Is always Russian is a villain?
So Russia, probably them wrong most of the time, but that time I know, them are different them own local. Remember, it's where Ukraine them show you, you have a part of Ukraine, like say halfway.
The Donbass region, you speak Russian.
No, man, I say, we don't know how far. So that part there is like a borderline between the borderline of Ukraine.
Because remember, Ukraine was a part of Russia.
Yeah, no what I mean. So when time that part there, Russia, yeah, where technically I look at Russia, but not Ukraine. Then the other rest of Ukraine go back to NATO. As I say, if a man want, if you tell me say, yo, you're not gonna further that way there. Yeah, remember them technically surround him in that sense, you know. But what him them a whole lot say, that's me there. So him, as I say, them use Ukraine as a link. So I use Ukraine as a link for fight back them. So if they're ready to start the war, him gonna start it. But the trick where them can't do it with Russia, cause Russia have oil and enough other thing. Every country with a war have them own diplomat in each other country.
Yeah.
I do something, I never understand that yet. Me and you are war, but me have you in a film country and she in my country, and then we are enemy, but yet we still live good on a trade.
Because Russia no, because in NATO doctrine, as what this person, Ukraine tried to join Russia. You see, in NATO doctrine, it said one attack on one side mean an attack on all, right? So back in 2014, seeing Russia annex Crimea, that's what was part of Ukraine, right? But in those regions, Crimea, the Donbass region, those people are, their ethnicity is Russian, right? So most of them people speak Russian. They don't speak Ukrainian, right? So because of that, and the CIA, them say, they topple the what name Hugo Chavez, or Hugo, the president over there, and put in this guy Zelensky, right? Them say it was an America-led coup for overthrow the president for putting this man in at them time, right? So based on what Lagwan, the Russian-speaking people and the Ukraine government and the Ukraine army deal with them shitty, or kill them out and deal them away. So now Russian intervene with the rebel force them down there and annex the part there and say no sir, because them people that say them want to be a part of Russia. So the same part that go on with the rest of Donbass region.
Donbass.
Donbass, you have money.
The Donbass region. See, it's the same thing going on down there. So basically, the man them come in and say, yo, them people that say they want to be a part of Russia, them are Russian speaking, them, we have a lot in common, blah, blah, blah. So we are going now, how we protect them. Boom, bang, bang. Them going and do them thing. Because now Ukraine are try join NATO because them not like Russia. You see who is fanning the flames of this war? Poland. Poland is the only European Union country who is fanning the flame of the war. If we realize the Polish them, but they are fanning the flame of the war.
They accept, well,
because even Macron, the French Prime Minister, he say they to try to come to some diplomatic solution to this war.
That's what's gonna happen. That's what.
Obviously, it's not gonna happen because Russia ain't gonna come out of Ukraine until the government is stopped. And the British government is guilty of this. American is guilty of this. Anybody who is arming the Ukrainians is guilty because it a drag on the war because eventually, those part where Russia, where them say Russia illegally annexed, it's gonna stay like that because right now, it's gonna get away where we could expect say nuclear weapon can be introduced in this war at any given time. And if nuclear weapon intervene, the West them they cannot intervene because if they intervene, it's gonna be World War III. And Russia is the biggest arm of nuclear weapon, and you cannot. It don't mean say you can't even if them do a first strike and take out the whole nuclear side of them in Russia. them still have weapon, nuclear weapon, because a nuclear submarine always at sea. Certain amount always out at sea at any given time.
but you
so
see,
you can't get rid of it.
Russia can't win the war in an instant. That's it. Because
There's gonna be no winner to a nuclear war.
But I'm not going to say, why they're going to
It's
Everybody's
gonna be
gonna
no
die.
winner.
They're not going
It's
to
gonna be
fire.
no, it's gonna be no winner.
Everybody's
So
gonna die.
in a war with no winner, what you gonna do? Call it a stalemate. Them don't do them
But that's
thing.
why-
when America did over Iraq and blah, and Russia never running at them thing.
But you see, that's why the diplomacy finish every war. Every war that is finished is always diplomacy
What?
finish.
With America,
Yeah, because then, bruv, even alright.
which diplomatic war America ever finished? When?
The one,
Give me
alright. So
give me
when they did no, America. We not talk about America, but most.
So who fight the whole war them in that world? Recent,
Well,
in
they're
that
in
recent year.
they're in it, but like me attack say
Me ask
other,
you.
other cases where you have to have some
Jaja.
form of diplomacy, because if you continue to fight, because even for this war, Russia war versus Ukraine, Russia not gonna win, because basically the rest of the world are Ukraine.
Or Russia
And-
now go win and China is on Russia's side because
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's
Hold on,
And
Alright,
China
but
on the other
it's-
side.
everybody
Hold on.
is realizing the West are fucker, because the West you can't make the rule for the world, because listen, it's just like religion, different part of the world have different lifestyle and different way them live. It's just like how them don't believe in communism.
Communism, yeah.
Just like what go on in China and certain thing. Them want shove democracy, don't everybody throw it. You that come like say, you want shove Christianity, don't everybody throw it. Some people don't believe in Christianity, some people do them thing this way. And it a work for them and them alright. Leave the people them. You see like what go on down in the Asia Pacific when them say China want
With,
take back Taiwan. Remember, you know,
But
if
it's-
you go back to history book, Taiwan is a part of China. It's state even now, on any map, Taiwan is a part of China. Because those islands was colonized by these
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
but yeah.
That's why they are kind of governed autonomously.
But-
You just come like Hong Kong, it's one China, but it govern different. And when the British them leave, them say
Them say
after
they want
50
to do-
years, it'll go back under the
but it's-
Chinese government.
But yeah, mix.
But me assure you, dog, say them try fix people thing.
We understand
China
that.
decides
I'm
that
not-
no, them now with 50 years, them want it. No.
But me not
Feed them land.
me not disagree with you, but none of the wars them are fight. They're not actually fight. It's not really against people. It's always about resources, you know? Because America always want people things. And
So,
Yeah, bully.
when,
Yeah.
all right.
But what Rika say,
Nobody talk about this. When America take down to California and Mexico from blood clot Mexico, nobody not talk about that. That wipe out all history book.
Yeah,
Only
but-
forgot say them the part there in America
Yeah.
and in Mexico.
Jaga, they
And
don't-
America annexed them.
You
Just
don't-
like how Russia got
even-
Ukraine
even
and
Tex-
take some land.
we
It
know it-
was the same thing.
we understand that even Texas is Mexico. We
That's why you
understand
have
that.
El Paso
But you
down
don't,
there
you,
and
don't,
certain
you don't
places.
even have to go so far, because it's even here in the UK, the Queen obviously she says she can bud up and take everything and call it Commonwealth. So certain things is just, you know, even make sense to say anything living in the West, because the West always create every scenario like they are the
Good guy.
the good guys and everybody else. But it's the same thing over so as well. Because when you grew up in a certain place, obviously, them are going to steal the news or whatever to make them look good. And
Now the
cause,
world changed, Rick. The world has changed because
no, but imagine I use where I watch Russian Federation TV
you
or whatever.
realize say they ban all Russian news outlet from the West.
No,
They
but
ban it
but
from
but,
YouTube.
but,
like
Russia done that as well.
Well, I know after they do it here first.
Yeah.
Because you know they're spreading propaganda and lie. Just like when you watch, you know all them lie on news. And when you see somebody think them on TikTok, you hear. You remember when Russia just running at Ukraine, right? And them say, oh, Russia tank run over an old man in MK. Remember that video there?
Yeah.
I remember that was a Ukrainian fucking tank. But it come on full news, say, them run over. I remember, you know, a week long after, with the people come out and them start show and say, that's a Ukrainian tank. That's why I'm telling you, say, all the news can flip and them sell any narrative and say, yo, this is what's going down on the ground. And Russia bomb school, Russia do this, Russia do that. But you have to understand this, Rick. That's when them say Russia attack, what you call it, civilian target. Remember, a lot of people was doing a mass exodus of Ukraine. A whole lot of them did evacuate. See?
Yeah.
So when you have an empty house them and NP building them, you have a military man them go hide off in there, they them a camp. So if me know say I deso them a camp in another man the house, Me a bomb up that Ross. that go on, and you see when them start them sitting there, them a say, that's why we call it the United Nation. Them say Ukraine commit atrocity because them put the civilian population at risk. Because when you are military, you should have moved away from like the general public. Go set up your base them and do the wall, the front line. You can't fight in a middle land and everybody live there. I don't say work.
Exactly. So on that topic, I feel like if we move a little bit away from the war, because the war, we can talk about this for weeks, you know. And obviously, it's a music show, so we'll go back on some of the music over the part.
Music.
And obviously, people still being disappointed by there's no clash tonight, and the late comers them put alive with just check in. We discussed earlier that by default, the clash has been, well, we say BNG.
By default, Prince Hakeem said BNG win.
Yeah.
And I mean decide, I them decide. I mean, I don't know what to do with it.
Exactly.
Because if I'm me alone, it would have to be a war. Because me feel like say, somewhere, somehow, Smaddy have to win. And this way, it don't look good because I don't want to see the victor in this.
In the final war, you can't win the trophy.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
As I said, like, I think we need to do a redo. I mean, it didn't happen. I want the clash to go ahead.
The clash to go ahead, but boy,
It's just the timing. We can, as we said, we'll have the conversations with the
parties.
parties.
Man, them coward. Me don't know what going on. Look, I will try after the woman them next time.
We will speak to the various parties and then see what happens.
So I'm going to test the waters now, like for the few people them that's Dave. Ask the people them what they would like to see. Or what next would you like to see?
Yeah.
Obviously, we have our direction where we're going, but just for people here, we'll see what people then feel or what.
Want to feel?
People
who want to see?
Who would you like to see clash? Or what do you think about the war between me? Do you want to see it go ahead? Or who you want to see clashing each other going forward? It doesn't have to be a sound system. It can be, as I say, it's celebrity clash. It's not professional DJ settings because that kind of get boring after a while.
Yeah, it's sound system thing. You know, if you look for the war, you know, a brand will provide a service there.
Exactly.
Seeing? So,
different department.
Yeah. So, in the future, or in a few weeks or a few months, who would you guys like to see if we decide to do a next version of this?
Yeah.
Who are some of the contestants would you like to see going up against each other? Should we do a version where it should be the females? Should we do a version where it's some popularity, some popular people out there, not
other
artists,
people, yeah.
or what? Tell what I go on. What feels it should go on?
But me no feel like, you see, this problem with the woman part now, me no see what if a woman where I got brave enough to do it, which is, remember, there's least amount of female DJs already, and we don't really want it to be DJs.
Wait, are you talking about the
Like
the celebrity? It's
celebrity.
a celebrity. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could have even one of them
no,
would
thank
be
you.
a backlog dancer or something.
No, yes, I get it,
No,
but that's what I'm saying. There is not much female.
Irish Dragon versus Rick.
Irish is one of the.
True. Irish.
is
You
the
don't have a
perfect-
DJ already,
You
bro.
see?
Right. One contestant ready.
Irish versus Russ.
You see, Irish,
No,
you see,
sir.
you go comment and join yourself. She one of the perfect person for joining. You know?
True.
Me feel like she one of the perfect,
true.
because she's not a DJ,
She got a DJ.
but she can DJ, so she's a perfect.
You sure? Oh yes, that's true.
No, I mean that she's not a professional DJ out there doing
she,
the week in,
she
week
can
out.
she
But
can
I
she
know
know how to do her thing, man.
Exactly. But that's
Uncle, I beg you to go zoom in. I don't know him look so small on the screen. I zoom in on my camera. Because I realize I go on over here as a father God.
I got a little boy. He look like Roy. Him and Ryan and Bob.
I'm done.
Far road.
Jaja.
But anyway, and even like some of the would like to see even, but you know what, she just lives so far. Bandy would be a perfect contestant, but she just lives too far.
Yeah, because
Arrangements can be
it don't
made.
really matter now because remember, Bandy have house in London too.
We are talking woman business on road.
But they know say Bandy and Shanti are dugu. Everybody know.
Stop, All Star,
You
please.
should post her Spain. She should bring
Yeah,
in-
no. Member say Bandy have to come defend Shanti because member say Beanie G. You know, me no want to talk about that.
The clash there.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to defend Shanti, you know.
Yeah, that's
So it-
Irish M2K versus Dragon and Browners.
No, miss.
Miss?
You know, say, no,
She a calm
no,
mix
Ras
miss.
can't that's shy go there.
She a moon shy,
I'm very
shy.
shy. No, me can't talk.
The bomb buckler, I say me ever go in your clash, you make me lose, you know. You know what thing go? Yeah, you
Wait,
can't do that something there.
Oh, no, me not make you lose.
You
Lad.
can't. Girl off it dead.
She Irish, so
Yes,
she
I'm
agree for
tear
that clash there, you know. That clash is like a that
Irish,
clash.
you
You know.
agree?
Irish,
Yeah, that's not
Irish.
No,
We
sir.
definitely have to go link Irish after the year.
Rick, you and Charlene one.
Yes.
I'm murder to one thing, you know.
Oh,
Rick and Charlene.
Charlene not go and join the class. man.
Why?
Stop talking with people.
What?
Eh?
Stop talking with people, youth.
No, she a go. You want me tell her?
Well, I know.
Me tell her my wife. Say, she a go
So
want
why
me-
you stop?
Wait.
Rick, cool line up. Breads and Palmer can join in. Boom. Hey, mix. Them a say a Breads and Palmer join in. What go on?
Oh my God. What time now?
Olive.
Annie.
Listen, Olive and her wife no. Me don't know when you Palmer, but me just doing maths.
Yo, that does sound disgusting, bro.
Because of you.
No.
Because the joke's on you,
No,
bro.
it's not the joke.
The joke's
So what
on you.
I miss a joke. I don't want a woman named Palmer, I rather Palmer there.
No. That's never funny.
No, me just I get the joke. What I
I
know?
think you
Breads
get it.
and Steve straight up.
Guys, so slow, bro.
You know, me feel
Oh
genuinely
God,
feel
Irish,
say
take
I-
time, man.
I'm
Take
girlfriend
time.
named Palmer.
Shut up, bro.
No, seriously, in a serious note, Breads. But you actually feel like say,
Hey, stop. Stop.
The pressure is getting worse.
Buckler.
Can I just attack and make the conversation stop? Like, love, fam.
No, continue, please. This
in a
is
real
really
life.
funny.
But
Why?
a good look. But see, and
But me that still win. That still win. Nothing wrong with that.
You and Palmer, your fucking temperature right now. Sex life, fuck up.
anyway,
Anyways, move right along.
seriously.
It is now 30 minutes to the hour of 11 o'clock.
So obviously, even Josh Chem not artist. But anyway, we just a speculate while sometimes
A mixed
it's good for throw some things out there and make people
But
because
just Chem asked what she walking Chem, welcome, baby. Welcome. Them say I got clash. Them say I got be a part of the female UK celebrity clash.
because it's good to get the public involved in everything
So,
already.
mix.
Something off here, we are what the little war sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
You are
Me
sweet,
you know me really for that sweet or depressed. Come here and say even last week me vex in the dog. Me there me just say yo.
Yo, I swear you know. You know I say are we fool? Because whoever couldn't make it here, what should I do? We should have substitute somebody else, cause you see right now. Everybody call that the blessing name, say no,
Entrance.
With the bomb buckler.
24 hours a day.
You know that the blessing that.
You
Sure.
Danny
All
Best.
right.
Do you believe me?
Well, I know. Me know I do that. For some reason, I feel like we have to try to incorporate Danny Bliss in our next clash somewhere.
Yes.
But we can't put it.
No. Like you see, for the next set of clash them, we would have like Danny Best too.
Queenie and Louis.
House it.
Or you just reading comments?
No, I'm
Yeah, I'll be a part of the host or something.
People,
Yeah.
You know.
No, man.
Danny Best have a boss.
He might be in a
Either him a
war,
war
man.
or him a host or him have to do something with it.
Listen, my perfect clash series, 4 women make a name out where I feel like would be a good little challenge.
Yeah.
One,
True, evolve. True.
would like Sasha,
Yeah.
one contestant. Ice cream.
What?
Ice cream.
Irish cream.
Irish cream.
Ice cream. Eh,
You
same
get
thing.
everyone names wrong, you know, bro.
Me have a problem with that. Anyway, moving right along. Bandy from up on north.
Yeah.
And we can't remember where next.
Danger.
Just
Danger, Danger bad too.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, man, Danger.
Shout out DJ.
Danger bad.
Yeah.
But me feel like between Sasha and Danger, I want good look piece of mash up that,
True.
We
That's
said
true.
similar to the last one, and the outcome was different. So,
Yeah, like
You
yeah,
can't
that
assume.
could have worked,
Yeah, but it's a good look
Yeah,
matchup.
yeah,
But
we
here
would have
we
been.
are going, Rick. You see, instead we go bet the money.
I
we
was
put
start
together
put
one
money
little
on
change.
and put in a
Cause
purse.
encouragement strengthen labor, you know.
And-
you see, if we don't have a change, can send birds down and sell for go thief one of the expensive with them.
Stop it.
Like you read that.
Then what I know, man, when them thief a week, can't say the winner get, you know, the wig.
The stolen wig.
So where I
No,
say,
but-
I'm having to just put it down.
No, we're not
No,
giving
no,
anybody
no.
any stolen
But
goods.
any
That
joke-
is not
any
no.
joke, yeah.
No.
That makes
I'm sorry. No, no.
I never
nah.
steal it. I'm just work them and stick it up and say I damaged goods.
No.
Eh,
No.
they lock you up, you fuck.
No.
And you see, the thing is, we have to be, we have to remind people that it's all fun and games.
Yeah, true. Sasha versus Danger, that would be nice.
That would be a nice.
It's entertainment.
And the reason why I said that, don't get it wrong, is not because they have differences. Me just feel like they're.
I don't know what them
What
the-
are you
the-
talking
what
about?
No, because people will think between the line and
There's
because
no
What
line.
differences are you
and then
speaking
that's
about?
why I'm clarifying it and saying it. So because remember we're on a live platform and people watching and listening to things
Right.
might speculate and things. So I'm just stating that I'm not saying it because I think they have differences. I'm just saying
Oh.
it because of their personalities.
Okay.
That
No,
it
you,
will
you said it better.
exactly. So
The way
it-
how you said it didn't. It never sound like that. But
that's
continue.
why I have to finish the
What?
context.
But you never start properly.
Ex-
I'm just saying.
Moving,
yeah,
yeah,
go-
go. You want to go in? God, them conversation, you know.
Wait. Anyways, moving right
It's a
along.
A
Yes,
and B
continue.
conversation.
Continue. Yes.
Yeah, we just feel like them would have really give a good performance. And, we have to just tell people that it's for fun and games. And because we have to remember that we can't even to make it sound a certain way because remember, most of these people are professionals in their own right.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
them
you-
are do them thing.
exactly. So we're not trying to devalue their
Street cred.
street cred or their
The
status or
career and,
anything.
and the work that they've been putting in.
So we have to be mindful of how
Yeah.
we address and how we dress it up or we dress it to the public.
Right.
Because we don't want it to seem too much. I know it's fun and game, but then not too much of a gimmicky where it lose credibility and then decide that, it's not worthy to be a part of. So that's how I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
so people, hopefully some point soon we're gonna do a rerun of this. Hopefully it's gonna be a rerun with the ladies then.
Yes.
You know? Definitely, some of the ladies celebrities because we have a lot of lady celebrity in
And
London where
talented people.
we
as
call
well.
it they're bad in the comment section of the live.
Yeah.
So if you're bad in the comment section of live, why don't you take up this challenge and forward on the live and show your bad?
But woman,
Because yeah, no, just Chem, pick up yourself. We don't know if we're gonna get you in the studio one day or something. You're here with us every week. Would like to take that opportunity to invite you one day to the studio. To let the people know who just Chem is. Introduce some of your music, something like that. We have to give praises where you deserve.
Yep.
exactly.
And sure put in all the work.
Exactly, that is the point. So we look forward for that, and that definitely a possibility for the near future. So we try to work our best in regards to making that happen. And for the people them out there who, as I say, yes, we need to address this.
Wait, could
Before
you
we
finish your
forget.
comment, please, before you move on?
No, the comment really not even make no sense.
Okay,
what
cool.
me have to say because me have to address this. There's a person me get a DM. I'm looking at the camera. Me get a DM recently from a viewer of the ad from the Up and Live show, and the person was very disgruntled that basically me mess up him name and me try to call him a certain way. But in regards to that, if me offend you personally, I'm try to disrespect you in a credit. For me, I didn't see that way when me try to disrespect you that way there. But if you feel offended, me say, as a man, I will apologize live back on here, because if you feel that way that we do it on here and me tarnish your name that way there, me big enough to say, yeah, my apology that way there. But and then the next note again,
We
if me
apologize
know
for
say,
coming,
no, but the person who
Finish,
knows,
finish,
the person who knows,
If you
knows.
call him name pan ear,
Because if I do,
again,
if I
apologize
call,
to the person
no, if I
properly.
call his name and ear again, it's gonna blow out a proportion, and people
Yeah.
going to start
Might
thinking the
say it
thing.
wrong again.
All right.
Exactly. So my,
Finish, Rick.
so the person knows himself.
Right.
So and they will see this because definitely they watch because I see them on live since night I watch as well, so they will see it. So in regards to that, please go. I'll implore you to go back and watch the video and watch what was said, and then if you find any discrepancy, that we can talk about it again. But if you feel a way about it, me apologize that way there. See it? We'll move on.
Alright, move past that. See. So people, hopefully, in the next coming week we'll do a replan of this thing. Hopefully we can get some different celebrity on the airwave and do it all over again. But for the series with the male version, the male celebrity. Unfortunately, this has come to a close without a conclusive winner. It's a winner by default. And that winner goes over to Beanie G. So I want to say congrats to Beanie G.
Yes.
He absolutely did well in the first clash that he did. He raised the bar a notch, and you have to give credit where it's due. Big up Beanie G, big up DJ Kells. I want to say big up Beanie G team, big up Beanie G fans.
Team.
I want to say big up to everybody who participates in the clash series. I want to say big up to Ricardo Royal as well. I want to say big up to Prince Akeem, and I want to say big up to Shanti Force. Big up to everybody who locked in over the clash series. It never worked out as well as we wanted to plan, but sometimes some things go outside of our control, and that's just how it is. Unfortunately, we don't want to ruin the whole, the whole finesse of the clash series by
as well as the relationships that we've built
by drawing out a next extra week. So we decided that this week we have to come up with a winner, whether by default or whatever. So once again, apologies about the turnout and the default winner.
That is it.
And if I can add also the DJs for the artists for Shanti Force and Prince Akeem and
so want to say big up
Ricardo, Crazy Insane, DJ Maya,
DJ Maya. I want to say big up Sparks.
Big up to the DJs.
Big up DJ Kells. Big up everybody who make this thing happen. And in a few weeks, want to do it over again better.
And it's our first time hosting it.
We want to try and get some different celebrity. We don't know if it's going to be the ladies or going to be some different set. But obviously, this looks like it's a winning formula. So we have to do it in a reload section. Right. Brett, do you have anything else you want to say?
That is it.
We're going to just pick up some parties real quick happening this weekend. On the 7th of October, which is Friday, DJ Triggs will Update Thursday presents Triggs' birthday party, a night called Changes in Life. Give them an update. Bottle on Bottle edition is going to be happening at a South London venue. Check out his Instagram page for that information.
Hold on, Rasta. Triggs! Just set one table one side, put up on life on it.
We're forward over.
Table, way over there.
Forward over for support. On Saturday, Loyal Squad's DJ Raheem presents a night called Paper Trail, happening also at a venue. There are tickets out, pre-sold tickets for £20. You can get more information on his Instagram page as well as Relentless happening on Saturday the 8th.
Hold on, Raheem, same thing in a standard, Put out one little table, up on live on it again.
Mix tell him.
You know what thing go mix? Just do the right thing. When you set the table, up on live on one table. I don't know what's on our package and we get, but one package after go on.
Right.
Yeah. Move on to the next party.
Brown God and Bulla presents a night called Relentless, happening also on Saturday the 8th at a venue to be announced. There are limited £15 tickets available, and more will be available on the door. Go over to the various platforms and support. And
I don't know that part of people, Black Knight Zone checking over there. Me over there, see him with the braffing again. So one next table I set. So that weekend, one bag of table I set. Because
table setting.
From what day, I stop drink, so the drinking money pile up.
Okay.
Pile up.
We have to shout out to our sponsor. Right. Shout out to our sponsor, The Granaries, who hosts weekly events. On Thursday, it's Games Night. Friday, Bootylicious Babes.
Friday also is Magnum Fridays,
Yeah, Magnum Fridays.
Saturday is the regular Granaries Saturday.
Hey, mix not do me that, man. Remember your money enough now, Remember the regular citizens again,
Right.
Not do me that,
so go out and drink and party responsibly. Be safe on the road. It is 2 minutes to the hour of 11 o'clock. We want to thank everyone for joining us this evening, having a chat with us in the various conversations. Dragon All Star.
People, you go and love your brother, love your sister. Let love rule in everything you do. And once you read a book, them say brain power is the main power. But people, until next week, but guess what now? You see all of the party of the weekend, I beg you to please and thank you. When you go to your party responsibly.
Yeah.
Catch you.
Yeah.
Catch
you. You know what I mean?
Richalai.
You say?
Father.
Father Dippo.
See you next week, guys. Take care.
Nothing.